All right, and good day to all of our viewers in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Southwest Missouri. I hope you're having a great start to the new week so far. And thank you so much for tuning in to Weather 225. Let's get you in the loop with the forecast for today. It's going to be a warm one once again, and unfortunately, the next week or so looks warm and pretty much dry for the most part. There may be some low rain chances, but for the foreseeable future, very similar forecasts to what you see here today are expected. In fact, there could be some heat index values anywhere between 100 to 110, depending on the location. Alerts are going to be seen below. If you're watching here on the 24/7 stream, we got the little, alerts box that's beneath this forecast segment. So if you see purple, kind of that pinkish purple, that's extreme heat warnings. And if you see orange, that's heat advisories. And that's going to be a common occurrence going forward, unfortunately. So highs are going to range anywhere from 98 to about 102 today. Pretty much another hot and humid day out there. If you're working outside today, or just outside in general today, make sure you're protecting yourself. Don't be outside for prolonged periods of time. Take breaks in the shade, AC with, plenty of water. Make sure you're protecting yourself. Also, be sure to protect your pets as well. It's way too hot to walk your pets during the day and even portions of the evening as well. It's going to be pretty warm out there. Here's a look at what we've got. Because we don't have anything to talk about in terms of precipitation today, we can just blow right through severe weather risk, the rain chances, and there might be a couple of isolated pop-up showers, later today into later this evening. We're not expecting anything widespread, but as you can see near Lafleur County, there is a little bit of a forecasted potential for a couple tenths of an inch of rain, but the forecast algorithm's not showing a whole lot. But again, south of I-40, maybe can't rule out maybe one or two passing showers. Really nothing long-lived or widespread. It's only around a 10% chance, but for very few areas. Now, for morning commuters, we're not expecting any sort of major issues with the Foghorns morning fog outlook this morning. Really nothing to talk about here. The good news is, at least for the commute, when it gets this hot and this humid, there's not a whole lot to talk about. But if there are any opportunities for that, of course, tune into these segments brought to you by Foghorns located in Fayetteville. So huge shout out to them. We really appreciate their sponsorship of our channel. And thank you to them for, supporting us here at Weather 225. Be sure to support them like they support us. Like I said, you can visit them in Fayetteville. Here's a look at what we've got with the forecast so far for today. We'll have more on that extended forecast coming up.
If you like our media and forecast, be sure to support us today on Patreon. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather 225 since 2015.
All right, and welcome back. We didn't get a whole lot of time to talk about the drought over the later portion of the week last week. And these update every Thursday, but if you remember, Thursday, Friday, we had some opportunities for some severe thunderstorms across the area. And because of that, we were, staying tuned to those details more than we were able to kind of focus on the drought. So now that we're catching up, here's a look at what we got with the drought update. And like we said, that sudden onset drought, it was going to lead to some issues seeing, more drought conditions build in. And right now, all of the county coverage area is included in the dry conditions. Now, that's not a major issue, but if we keep up this warm and dry pattern consistently going forward, we're going to start to see some more issues start to build into the area. So that's our concern going forward for the next, several weeks, is if we don't see a whole lot of rainfall, there may be some issues with the drought building in. In fact, as we make our way into the extended forecast, we're still in the well above average temperature range with the 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. And even worse, we're in the below average range for precipitation. So hopefully we'll start to see this change. Again, we've got that potential for sudden onset drought that continues over the next couple of weeks. And unfortunately, starting to see that drought building in. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast, and all I can tell you is it's going to be warm and humid going forward. We've got triple digits even in the forecast for northwest Arkansas. So you can see highs ranging anywhere from 97 to 100 depending on the day. Lows are going to be even warmer or not warmer than the afternoon, but warmer than we've seen, into the upper 70s, even some lower 80s area-wide. River Valley, pretty much every day could be in the triple digits going forward. So that's some unfortunate news. Fall is not, making its way here, fast enough. I'm really looking forward to the time when we can start looking at, highs in the 80s or even 70s compared to this. So here's a look at what we got for Northeast Oklahoma. Same thing, triple digits are expected in the forecast going forward. And even in Southwest Missouri, there may be some rain opportunities Thursday and Friday, but compared to the last couple of updates, if you've been tuning into the channel and the website, you see our forecast that we changed throughout the day. We had some more rain chances, but the latest look at the models ahead, it's not looking too good for those rain chances. So that's a look at what we got with the forecast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and keep it here with Weather 225.